Internet porn cannot control your mind. When I was really, really bad in my porn addiction years, right, when I believed in all this addiction bollocks, when I was doing NoFap, it would drive me insane. I'd have the thought, oh, I could use porn. This is what would happen, right? I'd be out with my mates, we'd be having a great time, and I would literally leave the motive early to go and fucking PMO. Like, towards the end of it, I'd be thinking about it. And then I'd be thinking, oh no, I'm not going to do it. I'd be going back and forth in my mind. I'd be thinking, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. And then when I got into my bedroom, I'd have the thought, I want to PMO. And then I would just do it. I'd think, oh, that's it. I'm out of control now. I'm in my bedroom. I'm out of control. Let's just get it over and done with. And I'm sure you've been having this thought quite a bit. When you believe in addiction, this is the kind of narrative that goes through your head, right? You have the thought, I want to PMO. But then the thought becomes, oh, I have to PMO. I might as well get it over and done with. You got to realize that's you doing it. And I don't want to, I'm not putting the blame on you or anything. I did this shit for fucking 6 years, again and again, like a dickhead. But really, I wasn't a dickhead. I wasn't stupid. I was just duped. I was just mistaken. And intelligent people get mistaken all the time. So don't think of yourself as a dummy for this. In fact, this problem the problem of quote unquote addiction has taken so many like rich and famous people, not necessarily famous, but like rich people, intelligent people, you know what I mean? Like smart, successful people. It's just taken them, and because they're not stupid for believing it, they were just tricked. And as I said, smart people can get tricked, right? We know that. My point is that when you think of that thought, I want a PMO, and then that gets interpreted as I have to PMO, I should PMO, I've got no choice, let's get it over and done with. Have you noticed basically how easy and how forced it does genuinely feel? Right, it does feel like you're forced. It does feel like you have no choice. But now that I'm on the other side, now that I no longer believe in addiction, now that I've really looked through a lot of the science, I've read quite a few books about it, and I'm not just brainwashed. I've genuinely critically thought about it and thought to myself, for real, is this addiction thing really real? Can a person ever lose control? Can a substance ever make someone lose control? I've got so many arguments that I'm going to be talking about on this channel, and when you make that leap from thinking about addiction and really believing in it as a concept to now not believing in addiction and thinking, this is bullshit, that interpretation when you want to watch porn, it doesn't go, oh, I want to watch porn, oh, let's get over and done with, I'm addicted, I have to do it, let's just fucking do it, I don't want to be fighting myself. It becomes, hang on, there's nothing making me do this. Do I really want to do this? What am I getting out of it? Could I get more out of it by not PMOing? And you start to think that way. It's like leaving a cult. It's like questioning things that you thought your whole life, which is true because let's be real. As I said, for me, I was in the NoFap trap for 6 years. And I'm pretty sure if you're watching this, you've been in it for a decent amount of time. And by the way, thank God you found this channel because this freedom model stuff really does work. And it's really, really crucial for like just helping you live a free fucking life, as the name suggests. But it's like leaving any kind of cult, leaving a shitty belief system. And people do this throughout their lives, by the way. Like, people leave their religions, people join new religions, people start to believe new shit, you know, people get into new things. And this is no different. It's just the belief system that's the construct that's keeping us, that kept us trapped, you know? And unfortunately, here's the fucked up thing. Well-meaning people such as Hamza, at the time, I really don't like Hamza, as you know, but I believe that he did genuinely want people to quit porn with his quit porn videos. Fair enough, he wanted to make money more, but there was an element of good faith in there at least. He wasn't a 0% bad faith. Maybe like fucking 70% cunt. Anyway. Or like any other NoFap YouTubers who genuinely want to help. And there are guys out there like that. There are guys who post videos. They don't really sell like an insane course. They don't make scammy videos. And they just want you to help. They want to help you quit. And they have good intentions. But what they're doing is they're just purporting the cult even further. They're making... Because the addiction thing doesn't actually exist. And I'm not saying, oh, just believe me instead, join my cult. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, look at the logic. Look at the arguments. I'm going to post these on the channel, but you can also read the freedom model. They're in there too. There's quality arguments as to why addiction doesn't exist quickly. Okay, so many people drink alcohol. Why are we not all at the pub pissed up all day? That doesn't make sense. So many people drink. So many people have tried a cigarette. Why am I not smoking right now? I've tried cigarettes. I've tried weed. I've tried loads of other shit. Why am I not doing all that shit all day? Why do I have no desire to do so? That argument alone, how the fuck is addiction real? You know, like so many people get opiate painkillers. If you don't know what that means, basically heroin and morphine, fentanyl, these are all a class of drugs called the opiates. They work on basically they release opiates into your brain, which are these like painkiller type chemicals that kill pain in your body. So when people have surgery in the USA, a lot of the time they'll be prescribed opiate painkillers. Now these painkillers, after their surgery, they will be told you've got to eat these painkillers until your pain's gone. Now, this is the same shit as it's in heroin. It's the same class of drug, and yet majority of people will have painkillers left over in their medicine cabinet or whatever. They just won't finish it. They won't finish it. They won't continue to. They'll be, once their pain's gone, they're like, oh, I don't need to take these anymore. Done. How the fuck is it addictive then? If it's chemically, pharmacologically addictive, how does that happen? How is it that when I smoked my first cigarette, that didn't lead to a second? Why did I smoke it? And I was like, I don't want to. Whereas other people, they smoke cigarettes all the time. What, like, it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. How could it? Just that, I think, man. And what I'm trying to say is, when you jump to the new ideology, new way of thinking, because you start to really genuinely think, fuck, addiction actually isn't real. Shit. Fuck. And you start to just have these kind of moments where you're like, hang on. Well, this shit that I believe this whole time, it's not real. When you move in belief systems like that, your feelings change, and that's how you can kind of wriggle free of this trap of your own making. Do you get what I'm saying? When you shift that paradigm, it all fucking changes. That's it. Read the Freedom Model. You know the drill. Read that shit, man. I know you guys are struggling to read it because it is a long book, and I do appreciate that. It's 450 pages of words and words and ideas, but trust me, man, that's a goated book. It tells a lot of truth, and it's really helpful to make that jump between belief systems so that you can actually deconstruct this trap that you've made. And I'm not saying you, like, accusing you, but it is the human mind that creates this trap, not chemicals that we ingest or porn that we watch. That doesn't create the trap. It's our beliefs, it's our perceptions, because ultimately that's what motivates us, not chemistry. If chemistry did motivate us, why am I not smoking right now? Why am I not drinking alcohol right now? Why does no one drink alcohol really in excess? There's a lot of binge drinking in the UK, but that's our drinking culture, you see? Why is it even though we have high rates of heavy binge drinking in the UK, no one's really there's not alcoholics everywhere like you'd expect if alcohol were genuinely addictive. If it were genuinely addictive, we'd see pissheads everywhere. Most people go to the pub, they have 2, 3, 4 pints, they fuck off. Why do they not drink to blackout every single time reliably? Doesn't make sense. That's it anyway. Read the Freedom Model, it's quoted.